I swear, man, you look different these days, Amir said, dropping into the chair across from me. Like someone who actually sleeps. I do sleep, I said. That's what happiness does. He snorted. Happiness? You? I thought you were married to spreadsheets. I upgraded, I replied, smiling. Her name is Sarah. Amir leaned forward. You've been dating her 3 months, and you already say her name like that. Like what? Like you won the lottery. I did. He shook his head but smiled. So what makes her special? I didn't even hesitate. She listens. Like really listens. And when she smiles, everything feels quieter. That's poetic. I'm worried about you. I'm serious. I know you are, he said softly. That's what scares me. I laughed it off. You worry too much. Someone has to. You fall fast. I don't fall fast. I fall right. He raised an eyebrow. Big words. Come to dinner tonight, I said. You'll see. With her. Yes. He leaned back. All right. I'll judge silently. You won't be silent. True. When I got home, Sarah was in the kitchen humming. The smell of garlic and butter filled the apartment. You're early, she said, turning with that smile. I missed you. You saw me this morning. Too long. She laughed. You're dramatic. Hungry, I corrected. Good. Sit. I leaned against the counter. Amir's coming over tonight. Her eyes widened slightly. Your best friend Amir? The one and only. She wiped her hands. Is he scary? He thinks he is. Does he like me? He hasn't met you yet. She crossed her arms. What if he doesn't? He will. How do you know? Because I do. She studied my face. You trust me a lot. Completely. She walked closer and rested her head on my chest. That's a big word. You're a big deal. She whispered, I like being your big deal. I kissed her hair. You are my everything. Careful, she teased. That sounds like forever talk. It is forever talk. She went quiet for a second. Then she smiled again. Dinner in 10 minutes. At dinner, Amir watched us like a detective. So, Sarah, he said, tell me something embarrassing about him. He sings in the shower, she said instantly. I groaned. You promised you wouldn't tell anyone. You sing? Amir asked. Everyone sings. He sings love songs, Sarah added. Amir burst out laughing. I knew it. I shook my head. This was a mistake. Sarah squeezed my hand. He also makes pancakes shaped like hearts. Stop helping him. Amir wiped his eyes. I like you already. See? I said. Told you. He looked at us quietly for a moment. You two seem solid. Sarah smiled at me. He makes it easy. I felt my chest warm. She makes life easy. Amir raised his glass. To easy love. To easy love, we echoed. The next day at work, Lena rolled her chair over to my desk. You're smiling at emails again, she said. They're friendly emails. No email is friendly. Mine are. She leaned closer. It's the girlfriend, isn't it? Yes. You're unbearable lately. I'm happy lately. She crossed her arms. So, when do we meet her? Soon. You talk about her like she's perfect. She is perfect. No one is perfect. She is for me. Lena shook her head. Just don't disappear on us when you get married. I laughed. Mary, you have that look. What look? The I'm planning something look. I try to sound casual. Maybe I am. Her eyes widened. Already. When you know, you know. She stared at me. Wow. What? I hope she deserves how much you love her. She does. I mean it, she said quietly. I know. That evening my sister Aisha called. You sound suspiciously cheerful, she said. I'm always cheerful. You're never cheerful. I am now. She sighed. It's the girl. Yes. How serious is it? Very. How long have you been dating? 3 months. She groaned. That's nothing. It's everything. Slow down. I don't want to slow down. You barely know her. I know how she makes me feel. That's not the same thing. It is to me. She went quiet. I just don't want you hurt again. This is different. You always say that. This time I mean it. You always mean it. I smiled softly. You'll love her. I hope so. You will. Just promise me you won't rush. I hesitated. I promise I'll be careful. That's not the same promise. It's the best one I can give. She sighed. Okay. Later that night, Sarah curled beside me on the couch. What are you thinking about? She asked. The future. Scary word. Beautiful word. She smiled. Tell me about it. I see a small house. Warm lights. You cooking. Me pretending to help. You never help. I emotionally support. She laughed. What else? A dog. Big or small? Big. Very big. Deal. And laughter. A lot of laughter. She rested her head on my shoulder. I like your future. I like you in it. She whispered, I'm not going anywhere. Good. Why? Because I don't want a life without you. She looked up at me. You're serious. I've never been more serious. Her eyes softened. I love you. My heart pounded. I love you too. The words felt like home. She smiled that smile that made everything quiet. And in that quiet moment, I made a decision. Tomorrow, I would start planning the surprise that would change both our lives forever. I left work early with a stupid smile on my face and a small velvet box in my pocket. Leaving already? Lena asked. Midnight, I said. Proposal night? She guessed. I froze. How do you know everything? Because you're glowing. I laughed nervously. Wish me luck. You won't need luck, she said. You love her. I do. Then go. I practically ran out of the office. I opened the apartment door quietly. The lights were off. I smiled. She's probably asleep, I whispered to myself. Then I heard laughter. A man's laughter. My chest tightened. Sarah, I called. Silence. Then a whisper. Wait. I walked toward the bedroom slowly. My heart pounded like a warning drum. The door was slightly open. I pushed it. Everything stopped. She froze. He froze. I stopped breathing. For a full second, nobody spoke. Then I whispered, what is this? Sarah grabbed the blanket. I can explain. The man sat up. This isn't what it looks like. I laughed. It sounded broken. Really? Because it looks exactly like what it looks like. Sarah's eyes filled with tears. Please listen to me. I stepped back. Who is he? She hesitated. I felt my stomach drop. You don't even know what to say. He stood up, calm and casual. I should go. I snapped. You're not going anywhere. Sarah cried. Please don't make this worse. Worse. I shouted. Worse. My voice cracked. You brought him into our home. She shook her head. It just happened. Nothing just happens. It was a mistake. I laughed again. A mistake is forgetting milk. This is betrayal. The man spoke quietly. I didn't know she was serious with you. I turned to him. You didn't know? He shrugged. She said you were basically over. My world tilted. I looked at her. You said what? I didn't mean it like that. What did you mean then? I felt lonely. I stared at her. You live with me. You were always working. I was working for us. Tears streamed down her face. I didn't want to hurt you. You didn't want to hurt me? I repeated. You just did it anyway. The man grabbed his clothes. I'm leaving. I stepped aside. Get out. He walked past me without another word. The door closed. The silence felt louder than the shouting. Sarah reached for me. Please. I stepped back. Don't. I'm sorry. How long? I asked. She froze. How long? I repeated. A few weeks. My knees felt weak. Weeks. It didn't mean anything. It meant enough to lie. She sobbed. I was confused. You told me you loved me yesterday. I do love you. Stop saying that. I mean it. If you loved me, you wouldn't do this. She fell to her knees. Please don't leave. I stared at the floor. I bought a ring today. Her crying stopped. What? I was going to propose. Her face crumpled. No. I pulled the box from my pocket and dropped it on the bed. Surprise. She gasped. I didn't know. You didn't know a lot of things. I ruined everything. Yes. She crawled closer. We can fix this. Yes. There is no we. Please give me another chance. I gave you my whole life. I'll do anything. I shook my head slowly. I don't even know who you are. I'm still me. No. The woman I loved wouldn't do this. She whispered, I'm still her. I picked up my keys. No, you're not. Where are you going? Away. You can't leave like this. I can't stay like this. She grabbed my arm. Please. I gently pulled away. Let go. I'm begging you. I never thought you'd be the reason I leave my own home. Her sobs followed me to the door. Please don't go, she cried. I didn't turn around. I drove without thinking. My hand shook on the steering wheel. I called Amir. He answered immediately. What's wrong? I need you. Where are you? Outside your building. I'm coming down. He opened the car door and stared at me. You look like hell. She cheated. His face hardened. Come inside. Inside his apartment, he handed me water. Talk. I stared at the floor. I saw them. He swore under his breath. I'm so sorry. I bought a ring today. He closed his eyes. Oh man, I was going to propose tonight. He sat beside me. You don't deserve this. I keep replaying it, I whispered. Her face. His voice. The way she cried. He put a hand on my shoulder. You did nothing wrong. Then why does it feel like I lost everything? Because you loved her. I still do. That's the hardest part. I laughed weakly. I feel stupid. You're not stupid. You trusted someone. I trusted the wrong person. He shook his head. No. She made the wrong choice. Silence filled the room. I don't know what to do, I said. You stay here tonight. And tomorrow? Tomorrow we survive. I nodded slowly. I lay on his couch, staring at the ceiling. Her smile replayed in my mind. Her voice. Her promises. Her laughter. All of it felt fake now. And for the first time in years, I felt completely alone. I woke up to the smell of coffee and the feeling that my chest had been hollowed out overnight. Amir stood in the kitchen. You alive. Define alive. You spoke. That counts. I sat up slowly. I didn't sleep. I didn't expect you to. I rubbed my face. I keep seeing it. I know. I keep hearing her say sorry. He handed me a mug. Drink. I took it. What do I do now? You breathe. You eat. You go to work. You survive. That sounds pathetic. That sounds necessary. I stared into the coffee. I thought she was my future. You still have a future. It doesn't feel like it. Feelings lie. I laughed bitterly. Funny. I trusted feelings. You trusted her. Same difference. No, he said firmly. Not the same. I didn't argue. I didn't have the energy. My phone buzzed. Aisha. I answered quietly. Hi. Amir called me. I sighed. Of course he did. Is it true? Yes. Silence filled the line. Then she whispered. I'm coming over. You don't have to. I'm already on my way. An hour later, she stood in front of me with red eyes. I want to hug you, she said. I don't know if I can handle that. She hugged me anyway. I didn't stop her. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I should have listened to you. This isn't your fault. I feel stupid. You feel hurt. I feel replaceable. She pulled back. Don't say that. She chose someone else. She made a bad decision. She chose him over me. She chose wrong. I shook my head. Why wasn't I enough? You were more than enough. Then why? Because some people break good things. I stared at the floor. I keep replaying every moment. That's normal. I keep wondering when the lies started. Stop torturing yourself. I can't. She took my hands. Listen to me. Her cheating says nothing about your worth. It feels like it does. It doesn't. I gave her everything. I know. I was going to marry her. Aisha's eyes filled with tears. I know. I whispered. I don't know how to start over. You start small. Ow. You wake up tomorrow and don't text her. I haven't texted her. Good. Keep it that way. Work felt unreal. Like I was walking through someone else's life. Lena rolled her chair over slowly. You look terrible. Thank you. What happened? She cheated. Her face fell. Oh no. I found out 2 nights ago. She hesitated. Can I be honest? Please. I noticed things. My stomach tightened. What things? She stopped coming to office events with you. She was busy. She stopped answering your calls sometimes. She said she was tired. I saw her once. Lena continued quietly, with a guy near the cafe. My chest tightened. When? 2 months ago. 2 months. I felt dizzy. Why didn't you tell me? I thought I was overthinking. I laughed weakly. Turns out you weren't. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. I stared at my desk. I feel like a fool. You're not a fool. You were in love. I ignored every red flag. Because you trusted her. I whispered. How long was I living a lie? She didn't answer. She didn't need to. That night Amir sat beside me on the balcony. You've been quiet all day, he said. I found out she might have been lying for months. He exhaled slowly. That hurts. It makes everything feel fake. It doesn't erase what you felt. It feels like it does. Your love was real. She wasn't. He shook his head. You can't control what she did. You can control what you do now. I want to scream at her. That won't fix anything. I want answers. You already know the answer. She chose someone else. I close my eyes. I hate this feeling. It won't last forever. It feels permanent. It's not. I whispered. Part of me wants her back. That part is scared of being alone. Yes. Don't make decisions from fear. What should I do? He looked straight at me. Choose yourself. I laughed softly. I don't even know who that is anymore. Then find him again. Silence stretched between us. I keep thinking about texting her, I admitted. What would you say? Why? And what would she say? Sorry. Would that fix anything? No. He nodded. Then don't text her. I breathed deeply. I won't chase her. Good. I won't beg. Good. I won't fight for someone who didn't fight for me. He smiled slightly. There he is. I looked at the night sky. I don't want revenge. You don't need it. I just want peace. You'll get it. I nodded slowly. I'm done chasing. He raised his glass of water. To moving forward. I clinked mine against his. To moving forward. For the first time since everything broke, the silence didn't feel empty. It felt like the beginning of something new. You're late, Amir said as I walked into the gym. It's 6 in the morning. Exactly. Late. I hate you. You'll thank me later. I doubt it. He tossed me a towel. Today we rebuild you. I'm not broken. You were crying on my couch last week. Emotionally cracked. Lift the weights. I hate motivational people. Lift. I grabbed the dumbbells. If I die, tell my sister I loved her. She already knows. Lift. After the workout, I sat on the bench breathing hard. Amir handed me water. You showed up. That's progress. I feel like jelly. Jelly that showed up. I still think about her every morning. That will fade. When you replace the memories with new ones. I don't even know where to start. Start with work. You've been coasting. I've been surviving. Now start living. I nodded slowly. I want more. Then go get more. At the office, Lena leaned over my desk. You look different. I woke up early. You look focused. I feel focused. She smiled. Good. Because the new consultant arrives today. Consultant. Big deal. Boss is obsessed with him. I hate impressive people. You're about to meet one. An hour later, my boss waved me into the conference room. This is Daniel, he said. He'll be mentoring the team. Daniel shook my hand firmly. Nice to meet you. You too. I've reviewed your work, Daniel said. My stomach tightened. All of it. Enough to know you're capable of more. I blinked. More. You play safe. I like safe. Safe doesn't grow careers. My boss nodded. He's right. I crossed my arms. What do you suggest? Daniel smiled slightly. Risk. I just survived a disaster. Risk sounds exhausting. Growth always is. I hesitated. What kind of risk? Lead the new project. My heart skipped. Me? You're ready. I don't feel ready. That's why you should do it. I laughed nervously. You don't even know me. I know your work. And I know potential when I see it. My boss smiled. Think about it. I don't need to think, I said slowly. I'll do it. Daniel nodded. Good answer. At lunch, Lena stared at me. You accepted? I accepted. That project is huge. I know. You're brave. I'm tired of being afraid. She smiled. I like this version of you. Me too. That evening, Amir listened quietly as I told him everything. You're leading a major project? He said. Yes. He grinned. That's my guy. I'm terrified. Good. Fear means growth. I sound like you now. You're welcome. I laughed. I think I needed this. You needed a new direction. I needed a new life. You're building one. My phone buzzed. A message from a mutual friend. Amir raised an eyebrow. Who's that? Farah. What does she want? I read the message silently. What? Amir asked. She said Sarah and that guy fight all the time. He frowned. Already. She says he's arrogant. I stared at the screen. Part of me feels sad. That part still loves her. Yes. And the other part? Feels like karma is starting. He nodded slowly. Two emotions can exist at once. I don't want her hurt. You don't want her happy without you. I sighed. That sounds terrible. That sounds human. I whispered, I don't hate her. You don't have to. But I don't want her back either. That's progress. A week later, Daniel stopped by my desk. How's the project? Challenging. Good. I barely sleep. Also good. I laughed. You enjoy this. I enjoy watching people grow. I think I needed someone to push me. You needed to push yourself. I'm trying. You're doing more than trying. I hesitated. Can I ask you something personal? Sure. How do you move on after losing someone important? He studied me for a moment. You stop defining yourself by who left. I felt that in my chest. That's simple. It's not easy. I'm learning that. He nodded. You're on the right path. 2 months later, my boss called me into his office. Sit down, he said. I sat slowly. Am I in trouble? He laughed. The opposite. My heart raced. What happened? The client loved your project. I blinked. They did. They want you leading the next expansion. I stared at him. Are you serious? Promotion serious. My chest tightened. I don't know what to say. Say yes. Yes. He smiled. Congratulations. I walked out in a daze. Lena jumped up. What happened? I got promoted. She screamed. I knew it. I laughed, breathless. I did it. That night, Amir raised a glass. To the new chapter. To the new chapter, I echoed. I stared at the city lights and felt something unfamiliar. Pride. Hope. Strength. For the first time since everything broke, I finally believed I was moving forward. Amir tossed popcorn at me. You're working too much. I like working. You like avoiding feelings. Same thing. He smirked. Liar. My phone buzzed on the table. Amir raised an eyebrow. You gonna check it? I glanced at the screen. Unknown number. Spam, I said, flipping the phone over. You don't sound convinced. I am. You froze. I didn't freeze. You definitely froze. I sighed. It might be her. Silence stretched. You don't have to answer, he said. I know. Do you want to? No. Then don't. I nodded. I won't. The phone buzzed again. Amir whistled softly. Persistent spam. I ignored it. The next day, Farah called me. Hey, she said gently. Hey, can we talk? That sounds serious. It is. I stepped outside the office. What's going on? She hesitated. I feel like you deserve to know something. My chest tightened. About Sarah? Yes. I leaned against the wall. Tell me. They fight a lot. I stayed quiet. Like all the time, she continued. With him? Yes. I swallowed. Okay. He's jealous. Jealous. He checks her phone. Questions where she goes. I close my eyes. That sounds exhausting. He's not very kind. I exhaled slowly. I don't need to hear this. I know. But there's more. My stomach dropped. What? Their relationship didn't start when you think. I went still. What do you mean? They were talking months before you found out. The words hit like ice water. Months. Yes. My voice felt distant. While we were together? Yes. I gripped the phone tighter. Are you sure? She told me herself. I whispered. Why are you telling me this now? Because she keeps saying she regrets everything. I laughed softly. Regret doesn't change the past. I know. I stared at the street. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry. Me too. At lunch, Lena studied my face. Bad news. Old news. What happened? They started months before I caught them. Her eyes widened. That's awful. I feel strangely calm. That's shock. No, I said slowly. That's distance. She smiled softly. You're healing. I think I am. That evening, Amir listened quietly. They were talking for months, I said. He shook his head. That's brutal. I thought the betrayal was one night. It was a long time. I stared at the ceiling. I feel angry again. That's normal. But it's different now. Ow! I don't feel broken. I feel detached. That's growth. I don't want revenge. You don't need revenge. I just want the truth to exist. It does. I nodded slowly. I wasted so much love. You didn't waste it. You gave it. To the wrong person. Maybe. But it still mattered. I whispered. I don't miss her the same way. What do you miss? The idea of her. He smiled sadly. That's the hardest part to let go. My phone buzzed again. Amir pointed. Spam is back. I picked it up this time. 3 missed calls. 1 message. I locked the screen again. You didn't read it, he said. I'm not ready. You don't owe her anything. I know. The phone buzzed again. Amir watched me carefully. You're shaking. I hate that she still affects me. That will fade. I hope so. You're stronger now. I don't feel strong. You ignored her calls. That's strength. I exhaled slowly. Maybe. Days passed. Work kept me busy. Life felt quieter. Then one evening, my phone buzzed again. Same number. Same feeling in my chest. Amir looked at me from across the room. You gonna read it? I stared at the screen for a long time. I think I'm ready. He nodded. Okay. I opened the message. 3 words. I made a mistake. I stared at the screen. Amir spoke softly. How do you feel? I set the phone down. Strangely calm, I said. Do you believe her? Yes. Do you care? I thought about it carefully. No, I whispered. But my chest still felt heavy. And for the first time in months, the past knocked on my door again. My phone buzzed again the next morning. A new message. Can we talk? Please. I stared at it for a long time. Amir noticed immediately. Her again. Yes. What are you thinking? I think I'm ready. To reply. To end this. He nodded slowly. Do it on your terms. I typed 1 coffee. Public place. Her reply came instantly. Thank you. I arrived early and chose a table near the window. My hands were steady. That surprised me. She walked in 10 minutes later. She looked smaller somehow. Hi, she said softly. Hi. She sat across from me, gripping her cup. You look different. I feel different. She nodded slowly. I'm glad you came. I came for closure. Her eyes filled with tears. I deserve that. Silence stretched between us. She spoke first. I'm so sorry. I know. I ruined everything. Yes. Her voice shook. I hurt you. You did. I hurt myself too. I stayed quiet. She wiped her eyes. He's not who I thought he was. I exhaled slowly. I figured. He's controlling. Angry. Cold. I nodded. I heard. She looked surprised. You heard? People talk. Her shoulders dropped. I feel trapped. That sounds hard. She stared at me. You don't sound angry. I was. For a long time. What changed? I healed. Her eyes filled again. I wish I could go back. You can't. I know. She whispered. I was selfish. Yes. I thought excitement meant happiness. I said nothing. I confused attention with love. I nodded slowly. She whispered. You loved me the right way. I did. And I threw it away. Yes. She sobbed quietly. I hate myself for it. I leaned back. You made a choice. I made the worst choice of my life. Silence filled the space again. I need to ask, she said. Do you hate me? I thought about it carefully. No. She looked shocked. You don't. I don't hate you. Why not? Hate is heavy. I carried it long enough. Her voice trembled. Do you still love me? That question felt heavier. I don't love you the same way. Tears rolled down her cheeks. That hurts. I know. I miss you every day. I don't miss you the same way. She whispered, I deserve that. I nodded. She took a shaky breath. I keep thinking about the night you left. So do I. I remember the ring. I swallowed. So do I. Her voice cracked. I destroyed our future. You changed it. She looked at me desperately. Is there any chance for us? The question hung in the air. I answered slowly. No. Her face crumpled. I'm so sorry, she whispered. I know. I would do anything to fix this. You can't fix the past. I can try to fix the future. Your future isn't mine anymore. She cried quietly. I deserve that. I nodded. She wiped her tears. You look strong. I worked hard to become this version of me. I'm proud of you. Thank you. I wish I could have supported this version of you. You supported the version of me you left. Her voice broke. I was stupid. You were human. I don't want to lose you forever. You already did. Silence settled between us again. She whispered, can we at least be friends? I shook my head gently. Not right now. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. She nodded slowly. I'm glad you're okay, she said. I am. I hope you find someone amazing. I hope you find peace. She gave a weak smile. You always say the right thing. I learned to say the honest thing. She stood up slowly. This is goodbye, isn't it? Yes. She hesitated. Kaniyukyo. I thought for a moment. Okay. She hugged me tightly and cried into my shoulder. I'm so sorry, she whispered again. I know. She pulled away and wiped her tears. Goodbye, she said. Goodbye. She walked away without turning back. I sat there for a long time. My chest felt lighter. For the first time, the past no longer felt unfinished. Amir handed me a coffee. Big day. Every day feels big lately. That's because you're not surviving anymore. I'm living. He smiled. Exactly. I leaned against the balcony railing. It's strange. What is? I don't think about her every morning anymore. That's progress. I used to wake up with this weight on my chest. And now I wake up thinking about meetings and gym schedules. He laughed. Romantic. I'll take boring peace over dramatic pain. Same. I sipped my coffee. Thank you for staying. You never had to thank me. I do. You would have done the same. I hope you never need me to. He grinned. Me too. Later that day, Aisha hugged me tightly. You look happy. I feel calm. I like calm. I didn't think I'd ever feel it again. She smiled. You did the work. I had help. You listened. I finally listened. She studied my face. Do you ever miss her? I thought carefully. I miss the memories sometimes. That's normal. But they don't hurt the same way. She squeezed my hand. I'm proud of you. Thank you for pushing me. Thank you for not shutting me out. I almost did. But you didn't. I needed family. You always have us. I nodded slowly. I know that now. At work, Daniel stopped by my desk. What does the promotion feel? Terrifying and exciting. Perfect combination. I never imagined this a year ago. A year ago, you were a different man. I was lost. You were waiting. For what? For a reason to grow. I smiled. Pain is a powerful teacher. It is. But growth is your choice. I'm glad I chose it. He nodded. You earned this. Thank you for pushing me. You push yourself. I had help. Mentor's guide. You walked. I laughed softly. I like that. Keep walking. I will. That evening, I stopped by the old park near my apartment. Amir texted, Why are you being sentimental? I replied, Closure mission. He sent a laughing emoji. I sat on the same bench where she once took a photo of us. My chest felt calm. My phone rang. Amir, you crying? No. Liar. I'm smiling. Good. That bench used to ruin your mood. I know. What changed? I did. Silence filled the call. I'm proud of you, he said. Thank you for never letting me give up. Never an option. A couple walked past me laughing. I watched them quietly. Do you feel jealous? Amir asked. No. Sad. No. What do you feel? Hope. He chuckled. That's new. It feels nice. You deserve it. I finally believe that. I opened my wallet and found the old photo of us. I stared at it for a long time. Amir asked softly, What are you doing? Letting go. I slipped the photo out and held it in my hands. That picture used to destroy me, I said. And now it feels like a chapter. He stayed quiet. I tore the photo gently. You sure? He asked. Yes. How do you feel? Free. He laughed softly. That's my guy. I stood up from a bench and looked at the sunset. I thought that betrayal ended my life, I said. It started a new one. I thought I lost everything. You found yourself. I smiled. I did. You ready for the future? For the first time, yes. That's all I wanted to hear. I took a deep breath. The air felt lighter. My heart felt steady. Her memory didn't hurt anymore. And for the first time in a long time, my smile felt real.